with countless individuals from all over the world. And what I've seen time after time after time is people do not do well because they don't feel well. I'm doing this because it works, and I've never felt so good, so focused, so sharp, so sexy, everything. Okay. Just by adding in the good stuff. Every time I eat, it's the best thing I've ever had in my life. That is no joke. Before, a lot of my energy, my creativity was being siphoned because approximately 80% of your energy every day is devoted to digestion of your food. That leaves you with about 20% of your energy every day to work on your gifts and talents and to live the life that you want to live. And we're talking about the standard American diet, the SAD diet. Okay? When you start to begin to eat raw and living foods, and I said this on the call as well earlier, I don't even call it raw food, it's just regular food to me. It's just real food. That's it. That cuts that in half. So now instead of like 20% energy, you're rocking with about 60. You know, right there by itself. Then we start to add in the elixirs, you know, superfood smoothies, the juices, you know, especially ladies, you want to be more juicy? Get on the juices. It's another thing Sandra's really added in. You know, it's so simple. These words, I'm a big student of lexicon, it will speak to you, you know. And these things will enable a healing to take place, you know. So as Cookie mentioned, we're doing this together now. This is why I brought everybody together here, because it's really about the community. Why I really got on board with what Chad was doing is because I caught the vision. It's no longer me and my little self trying to save the world, okay? It's the big self, and we're doing this together, okay? And you know this, you can see it on me. I'm gonna go ahead and get Chad back up here.
I have to tell you about the gold, because I have been probably on that for about a month now, and I've had high blood pressure. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure in my mid-30s. And just like you said, my mother had it, we all had it, so I said, oh, that's what I'm going to have. That's going to be my thing, high blood pressure. And then, of course, the doctor said, well, Sandra, the only way you're going to get off high blood pressure, because immediately I thought, well, the way to do that is I'm going to eat right, I'm going to eat perfect, and then it'll heal itself. Well, of course, when I went to the doctor, he said, no, you just take the pills, and you'll be fine. I said, well, how long do I have to take the pills? Well, for the rest of your life. Well, that was very depressing to me in my mid-30s. But for about 10 years, I did that. I took the pill, and I started to feel a lot of things deteriorating. I could tell. I started eating the glasses, and of course I could tell that things were starting to turn off. You know, I cut my hair, wouldn't grow quite as fast, take a little longer to come back, all those kind of things. So I meet Sean, and Sean says, well, you know, you can get off of the blood pressure pill. So of course I want to know, how do you do that? Because I can't eat perfect. I tried. And he started saying, well, let's not worry about what you don't eat. Let's start putting some stuff in you that you probably never had before. So we started that process, and that was working pretty good, and I did get off the blood pressure pills. But I always still felt like, you know, I didn't always know if I was eating right. So about a month ago, Sean told me about gold. And I thought, well, of course, everybody would love to put gold in your body. I mean, it sounded good. But I decided to try it. And every morning when I get up, I have a shot of gold. And within 30 minutes, I would feel such a calmness. Now, running a business, usually in 30 minutes from waking up, the stress starts. And that's what my doctor said. He said, the only way you're going to get off high blood pressure medicine if you move to the island and just sit there and don't move all day. This is because even if you eat all the right food, you are just in a stressful life. And I am. I'm a grandmother, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I own a business, I have employees. I'm in a stressful life. Well, I said, well, I can't go to an island and turn off my life. Well, gold puts me on that island every morning. I promise. I cannot begin to tell you. I can't wait to, I have my island fire too, which is another great story. But I have to tell you, the feeling of just getting that brain right in the morning, I don't know what it's doing. It's like you said, I really don't know, I really don't care. All I know is, within 30 minutes, I feel great. So that's it.
Nonetheless, you know, we can only rule one place, and that's the dominion of our body. We want to take dominion and bless all of our organs, all of our tissues, all of our glands with everything they need to live an abundant, prosperous life at the cellular level, right? So enzymes, alkalinity, rare trace elements. How do you get it all? Easy? Well, is anybody here? like what you heard so far about this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So how about a way to kind of just get this stuff for free? Would that be fun? Would that be cool? Yeah. Yeah. No, there's a key of it. I mean, there's always, you know, different ways of looking at things. And the way I look at it is, if you take a seed and you put it in the ground, and you love that seed, and you give it some water, and you give it, nurture it, whatever it needs, for a few years, for a few, you know, a little bit, it'll produce a tree. That tree will branch, many branches. And each of those branches will produce fruit. And that fruit will feed you for a lifetime, right? That's nature's way. You invest your time and energy into a system that multiplies. It's in every tradition. Put your bread upon the waters, watch it multiply tenfold. Problem is we've all been participating in a system that, yeah, it does multiply times 10, but somehow somebody else ended up with the other 9 loaves, and the other one came back kind of chewed up. I think they called it taxes. I pay taxes too. But still, what happens when we more intelligently plant our seeds together in a way that we can produce value that increases, something that will continue to bless our body, our cells, our family for the rest of our lives? That's what we're going to talk about, okay? And the way we do that is something we call the prosperity program. And the prosperity program is basically the pieces of that puzzle, the alkalinity, the enzymes, the rare trace elements, everything you need to get into prosperity at the cellular level, so that your body, your bones, your teeth, your hair are not competing for the same resources and having to call it quits 70 to 90 years, right? That's what the cellular prosperity program is about. And it's not about longevity. It's not about living old or a long time. It's about living 100% full on the whole time. That's what it's all about. If you ask somebody, do they want to live to be old? A lot of people say no, because they think they're going to have to feel like they're, you know, diseased and tired for the last 50 years of their life. But what if you could live like you're in your 30s or 40s right up to the time you're 150? And then, you know, just fly with ease. That would be the way to do it, right? Okay, so it's not about longevity, it's about living 100% full on while we're there and giving our body, our brain, our mind, everything that we need to do that.